And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Barrett in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. He's out there with Tim Hardaway. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's P in at the power forward position. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's the most challenging at first.
And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Now Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Pirtle, no good. Here's P. He's guarded by Barnes. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates.
To the inside, Barnes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Inside, here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Pass to Barrett. Barnes with it. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Barnes has got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Count it.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Well, Emmanuel Quickley is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile. I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
The free throw drops for Barrett. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to P. Hardaway on the wing. Outside Maxey. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's P. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Now Barnes. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Outside Maxey. Pass to P. George outside. Quickly against Maxey. Over to the left wing. Rebound Toronto. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
They'll face each other 4 times this season. Let's see which team starts off strong.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early. In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
A line change here for Toronto. Here's a look at some stats for Scotty Barnes. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's P. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Pass to McCain. Here's P. Cornette passes to Brown. To the paint. Shot clock at 3. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the 76ers. Raptors lead by 5. We've got George. Victor Oladipo is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's P in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Barrett. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Ooh, nice D from George.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Oladipo. No points so far. And he gets it to go.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, P in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He contributed 20 points, and on top of that, he snagged 6 boards. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. You have to love the intensity he showed last time out.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight might be more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays so critical.
And so here is Toronto, following the score by Philadelphia. Pirtle finds Barrett. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I can finish anyway.
Maxey passes to P. Maxey with it. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Down low. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with Detroit, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Now here's Barrett. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Hardaway's checked in for Oladipo. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And so he makes both from the line. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Here's P. He has 6. Pass to Embiid. Here's George.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Some solid defense from Barrett.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. P, no good. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Barrett passes to Dick. Quickly outside. Here's Shumshay. Pass to Quickly. Tries yet again. Kicks it out to Barnes. Hits the three-pointer. Barnes has got 12.
Well, you can see how dominant Scotty Barnes is capable of being. This guy is so aggressive right now.
It's stolen by Barnes. Quickly against Maxey. It's Barrett on the wing. And here's Quickly. His last outing, he had 18 points. Count it. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Maxey passes to P. George, right side. Fires from deep. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying hard to make up ground.
Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in for Barrett. Walter comes in for Dick. And Mitchell subbed in for Quickly. And so it's Toronto going into the break up 12. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment.
The Raptors, 33.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for Toronto right now, Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Barrett can't hit. 76ers trail by 10. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Back to Barnes. The shot misses. And George with some nice D.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Embiid misses.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Here's Barnes. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
And there it is for him.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Pass to Barrett. Over George. Here's Barnes. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Now here's Embiid. Out to the right wing. Now Maxey. Out to the right wing. P. Misses the 3. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's quickly with a miss. 76ers trail by 10. Pulls up. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, quickly doing work.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. And Brown has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 19-point game. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Then Hardaway is out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's P in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Brown against Quickly. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's P. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's P. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
It's Barnes on the wing. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Brown. The Raptors also with a set. Barrett's checked in for Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Hurdle up top. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over George. Barrett can't hit. 76ers trail by 14. Maxey passes to P. And down it goes. 2 points.
The assist from Tyrese Maxey.
Here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. But they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
So he gets them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Quickly, passes to Barrett. Outside Barnes. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Yep, count it. He's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now here's Dick, defended by Hardaway. Now here's Dick. Soft touch off the glass. Dick's got his first bucket in this one.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Barrett passes to Dick.
2 minutes remaining.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Embiid. The shot comes out. Hurdle with some nice D. Here's Dick. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Dick at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Brown, he's checked in for the Sixers. And he makes both free throws. 76ers trail by 15. Pass to P. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're ahead by 13. There's a minute 40 left in the final quarter. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Scotty Barnes.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lock. I mean, up over 60% from the field, that's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
Wow, he delivered exactly what they needed in this one, injecting much-needed energy into this squad and helping them bounce back from that last loss. Here's Dick. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Raptors.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Scotty Barnes.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over George. Barrett passes to Pirtle. On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. And it's Toronto with another.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And it's out of bounds. That one off Hurdle.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And we'll see you next time.